Hello, everyone. Dr. Wright here. Today, we'll be addressing one of the most crucial and challenging aspects of our work as social workers, suicide risk assessment. As practitioners, our role in identifying and intervening in suicidal situations can be life-saving. In this session, we'll explore the key components of effective suicide risk assessment and interventions, including safety planning, the importance of engaging your supervisor, and the use of safety contracts. We'll also discuss the significance of self-care for both our clients and ourselves. Let's dive into this vital topic. Let's start with the basics of suicide risk assessment. Our first step is to identify key indicators, such as verbal cues, I can't go on. Everyone would be better off without me. Behavioral changes, withdrawing, giving away possessions, and a history of previous attempts or self-harm. There are several assessment tools available, like the Columbia Suicide Severity Rating Scale and the Suicide Assessment 5-Step Evaluation and Triage that can guide our process. These tools help us to gauge the severity of the risk and inform our next steps. Once we've identified a risk, our priority is immediate intervention. This often begins with safety planning, collaboratively developing a plan that includes identifying warning signs, coping strategies, and supportive individuals the client can reach out to. It's important to ensure that the client has access to crisis resources like a hotline number or an emergency contact that they can trust. In some cases, more direct options, such as facilitating hospitalization, may be necessary. Always ensure that the client is not left alone during a crisis and that all necessary supports are in place. In high-risk situations, engaging your supervisor is not just a recommendation, it's essential. Consulting with your supervisor provides an additional layer of oversight and support, ensuring that all actions taken are in the client's best interest and comply with agency policies. This collaboration can also help alleviate some of the emotional burden that comes with managing such cases, giving you the space to process and reflect on the situation. Next, let's talk about safety, contracting, and self-care. A safety contract, sometimes known as a no-harm agreement, is a tool used to establish a commitment from the client to reach out for help if they feel at risk of harming themselves. While not the foolproof, right? It's not foul-proof, it can be part of a comprehensive safety plan. Equally important is the emphasis on self-care for both the client and the practitioner. After a high-stress intervention, it is crucial to debrief, seek supervision, and engage in activities that replenish your emotional and mental well-being. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Now, let's address how cultural factors influence suicide risk assessments. Cultural norms and beliefs can significantly impact how suicidal thoughts are expressed and whether individuals seek help. In some cultures, discussing mental health issues or suicidal thoughts may be highly stigmatized, leading to unreported or underreported or masking of symptoms. Understanding these cultural nuances is essential for accurate assessment and effective intervention. It's important to approach these situations with cultural humility, asking open-ended questions that allows the client to express their feelings in a way that feels safe and respectful. Let's walk through a practical scenario. Imagine you're working with a client from a cultural background where expressing vulnerability is seen as a weakness. The client may not directly express suicidal thoughts, but you notice signs and a deep distress and withdrawal. In this case, you might gently probe with cultural sensitivity questions, such as, sometimes when people are going through hard times, they might feel hopeless. Have you ever felt like that? From there, you can guide the conversations towards safety planning and discuss what supports are available within their cultural context. After the session, remember to take time to take care of yourself, whether that's debriefing with a colleague, engaging in a mindfulness practice, or simply taking a moment to breathe and rest. In summary, suicide risk assessment is a crucial skill. It's a critical skill. It's a necessary skill. in social work that requires a careful balance of clinical knowledge, cultural sensitivity, and self-awareness. And by following structured assessment protocols, engaging your supervisor, and prioritizing both the client and the practitioner well-being, we can navigate these challenging situations with confidence and compassion. I encourage you to reflect on how you can incorporate these strategies into your practice. And as always, with the goal of ensuring the safety and dignity of our clients.